Annyeong. Hello. Oh, dang, got some comments already. Hello, everyone. Peaceful Life, Yari Pina, Neely Kadori, Pamela Hobbs. Howdy, folks. Got 22 people here so far. Oh, my hair looks weird. All right. Hello, everyone. We give it a little more time for people to show up, but I see people here already. Wow. Zakir Walker, I was just streaming Dynamite. Yeah, I made a video with blue hair because now I'm June a little bit, but it's only wax, so it's super temporary. Like you can even hear the crunch. It's yeah. Whew. My hair looks crazy right now though. No bueno. Oh no, Levi Jenkins, girl, I got online class right now. I keep forgetting that people are like students and stuff. Netsanet Morrison, are you still in Korea? Nope. I haven't been in Korea since November of 2019. Once it's safe again, I'll probably go back. But my friends have been telling me about a recent spike in corona cases there. So, like, schools are closing, some of the bathrooms and subway stations are closed again, bars, cafes, stuff. The cases are going up. And one of my friends told me it was because of a church member that he tested positive for corona and then, like, spreaded it or something. That's crazy. So my friends are about to go back on lockdown. So yeah, I still want to try to get to Korea though as soon as I possibly can, but it probably won't be till like late fall, winter-ish, if not next year. Who knows? Shante Boyce, your hair is as blue and pretty as Namjoon's. I did go blue because of Dynamite, not gonna lie, but it's only a wax. So I just made a video testing it out, but yeah. Daisy May, blue fits you. Thank you, because it's my favorite color. I've never had all blue. Like if you guys saw some of my earlier YouTube videos, I had like blue tips. So I've never had this much blue, but it's on my fingers a little bit. And it smells like deodorant. But it's cute for like a little temporary thing. It does get on my shirt. You can see like streaks of it on my shirt. So there's that. But I thought it'd be fun. Maya's Creation Z, do you know who Huang Hyunjin is from Stray Kids? I'm not gonna lie, I don't know any of the Stray Kids names. I'm sorry. I don't. I've listened to songs, but I literally could not name a single member of them. So my bad. But they might be worth getting to know, especially since I think the only song that I really like from them is God's Menu. That thing is a bop. Meticulous Bunny, what lip color are you wearing? I kept it close in case somebody asked. This is 16 brand. I got it. Where did I get it? It was Town in Korea. Like they have a store line. It's kind of like Olive Young's and Etude House and Innisfree. It's called Town, and this is the one I got. It's called 16 brand, and it's in the shade Fruit Chew edition. And yeah, this is what I'm wearing. I think all my makeup is still Korean, except for my foundation and my highlight. Kennedy Turner, should I move to Korea with my sister when I'm 18? You could, but keep in mind when you're 18 in Korea, you're still considered a minor. So there's a lot of restrictions you'll have. You may not be able to go clubbing or drink. I don't know if you smoke, but you can't do that either. So I personally think Korea is more fun if you're an adult, but that's up to you. You know what I'm saying? I would wait until I'm an adult to go because I would hate to see all the people out and then I can't partake. So yeah. Human being, when you go back to Korea, are you going to stay or visit? I'm just visiting. I lived in Korea for over 2 years and I do really like it, but I don't see myself settling in Korea like permanently. I don't see myself living here long term. I feel like I got my fill, but like whenever I look back at old vlogs and stuff, I really do miss Korea. Like I really do like it there. I miss the clubbing and the cafes and the sightseeing and how everything you want to do is pretty much cheaper in Korea. So I will definitely go back to visit several times a year, but I don't really see myself living there unless I get like wiped up by somebody, but that's probably not going to happen. So yeah, Veriona Morris. I hope I'm saying these names right. I'm so sorry. What visa can you get to live in Korea? They have dozens of visas. They have a ton. They have, I mean, there's like the tourist visa where if you're, well, as an American, we get 90 days to be there for, with just a tourist visa. They have like the, what do they call it? Like a working holiday visa. Like if you're under the age of 30 or 36 or 27, something like that. And when you're from certain countries, you can live there with just that visa, but you have to make sure you have enough money in your account to prove that you can take care of yourself. I personally was there on the E2 visa, which is like the English teaching visa. There's tons. Like when you marry somebody who's Korean, you get a visa for that. If you're in the entertainment industry, there's visas for that. There's a ton. Like they have like questionnaires where you have to like on like their immigration website, and you can check every box that like applies to you, and they show you the visas that are best for you. So there's a ton. They even have like a looking for work visa. One of my friends, when she left her teaching job, she stayed there for like 6 months, or maybe not 6 months, but a few months before she started to work again. So she had the looking for work visa. There are so many. There's a lot. Um, oh yeah, Wendy. I heard because your real nukes Red Velvet Wendy is back, y'all. Because I heard earlier this year or later last year she had like an injury where she fell off stage or something. Yeah, and the news reports were circulating that she's back and she's recovered, and that's dope. La Chimolala is coming for you. Is it a wig or your hair? It's beautiful. It's a wig, girl. But you can see my hair kind of the blue got on mine too. So it's almost the same length when this is curled, but when it's longer, yeah. This is a wig. Yeah, the only thing is the stuff it stains a little bit. Like my hands are blue when I touch it too much. That kind of sucks. I really smell like a man. It smells like men's deodorant. Maya 22, when you fly to Korea, do you need to book a return flight in advance? I've literally never flown to Korea with a round trip ticket. The first time I went, I was teaching indefinitely. So like I only bought a one-way ticket, and they reimbursed me for that later because I was a teacher. I ended up staying for 2 years. And even when I went back to visit last year, I didn't know the reason I only bought a one-way ticket is because I knew that like I had to be on an any moment now status with the flight attendant airline that I applied for. So they didn't know for sure when training was going to be. So I didn't want to book a plane ticket to keep myself in Korea for like a month, and then they need me back after 2 weeks. Or if I stay for a month and I could have stayed longer. So yeah, I only bought a one-way ticket both times. I've never had a round trip ticket to Korea. Double A, your favorite look in Dynamite. I mean, but that's not a fair question. I'm biased. Like, I like Namjoon all the time. I do think it's cute how Jungkook can never not wear Timberlands, even when it's August and it's hot. I'm like, bro, you can leave the Timberlands at home for the summer. Like, you're gonna be okay. And I was happy they didn't cover up his tattoo because I know Korea and their tattoos, they're all taboo about stuff. But like, he was holding the donut, and I was like, oh, I see his little smiley face and stuff. I didn't expect it because they normally censor that stuff. Um, Muffin, I just joined the stream. Hi, Cece. What are your thoughts on Dynamite? I didn't hate it as much as I thought I would. Well, not hate, but I didn't think I'd like it based on the teaser because it was like so much auto tune, and it sounded a lot like Boy With Love to me. And that's not my favorite BTS song, but I mean, it's like a fun pop summer song. It's just really depressing because we can't really do anything summer related because of Corona. But and I know it's in English, but I still could not understand what they were saying without subtitles. I was like, I know this is English. I know it in my heart that this is in English, but I still don't know what they're saying. So I had to watch it like twice with subtitles because I know everybody thought V was saying, or Jimin was saying, fuck yourself, but it's funky soul, I guess, which makes a lot more sense. But yeah. Lanesia Coots, OMG, I just noticed your hair is blue. I love it. I literally just did it like an hour ago because I did a video about this hair because I wanted to try out that wax stuff and see how it turned out. And honestly, it can get really blue. It's just I didn't want it blue, so blue everywhere because it's crunchy. Like I don't know if y'all can hear it. It's kind of crunchy, so I didn't want to put too much of this in there. uh, Daisy May, LMAO. I thought they said that too. Yeah, little funky stuff. I was like, what'd you say? Disrespectful. I thought V looked really nice in the retro 70s vest thing that he was wearing. And I like this haircut a lot in that video. It's kind of cool seeing how the 70s are sort of making a comeback. Like JYP just came out with the disco song and Doja Cat Say So had like 70s vibes. And the 80s have already been kind of floating around lately, especially with The Weeknd, which is why I like it so much. But yeah, it's pretty interesting. Nia G, can you live in Korea on a tourist visa, leave, and come back after 90 days? Here's the cool thing. You don't even need to leave for 90 days. I know a ton of people who was there on their tourist visa. They would fly to Japan for like a day and then fly right back. Can't speak. As long as you leave the country and then come back, the 90 days reset. Now, depending on the country you're from, it's how long your visa process is or like your stayed time is. But for Americans, most countries let you stay for like 90 days, Korea included. So yeah, all you got to do is leave for a day and then come right back. You don't even have to wait 90 days, which is interesting. But yeah, I know a ton of people who did that. Antoinette, you were taking online classes while teaching. Did you still go to your college graduation? I did not finish school, actually. I am still like a semester away from finishing, but I just have not been able to afford it, so I did not go back. But no, yeah, for the first year I was teaching in Korea, I took online classes the spring semester, summer semester, and fall semester, which is not fun. But every semester that went by, I took fewer and fewer classes. So like the first semester, I took like, I think I had like 12. I was a full-time student online. I had like 12 credits. The summer semester, I only took 2 classes. And then the fall semester, I only took 1. It was starting to get to be too much, but yeah. Joseph Mensa, Cece, do you plan to visit Amsterdam? Absolutely. I have been wanting to go ever since I saw Harold and Kumar Escape from Guantanamo Bay. Not because of like weed, like I really don't even do that, but I was just interested because seeing how like it's usually cloudy there, which I love cloudy, rainy weather because I'm weird, and seeing how the walkways were so like the city streets were aligned with the channel or the river, that was so pretty. And then people keep saying because of climate change, like the water's rising fast, and I feel like it's not a place I'll be able to see for too long because people want to ignore climate change. As hot as it's been here, climate change is very real. Esther, your zodiac and your favorite. My sign is an Aries. My favorite zodiac sign, though, I get along really well with Capricorns, Libras, and Virgos, I think. Where like when I meet people and they tell me their birthdays, it's always like a coincidence. I was like, oh wow, how about that? You happen to be a Capricorn too? It keeps working out that way. I don't know what it is, but yeah. Even my friend Erin, I've done a few videos with her. She's a Capricorn, and I knew it. I could sense her Capricorn energy. So, Nutella to you. I'm a Capricorn. OMG. Real Nooks, I'm a Capricorn. Anime's Black, I'm a Capricorn. Abigail Hayes, I'm a Virgo. I love the Virgos. Yeah, like, I mean, I hate to say it, but I think the only sign that I don't really seem to get along too well with are Cancers and Scorpios, which is funny because my friend Bria is a Scorpio, and she's probably one of the people I'm the closest with. Like, she's really easy to get along with. She's always down to do whatever. I've never seen her upset. Like, she's the coolest person ever. She's a Scorpio. So it just shows you these horoscopes really aren't anything, but yeah. Yes, you love 88 Capricorn here. Yeah. Anime is black. Cancel culture. Thoughts? I think it's dumb. I mean, there are some people who really do need to be like just checked and humbled, but canceling somebody because they said something stupid, I just feel like that's not what adults do. That's just me. Like somebody could be prospering well and people love them, and then a tweet from like 2011 comes back that they said something insensitive, and then it's like cancel them. Like what? As long as the person has grown or showed like that they're not that way anymore, I don't really see the point in canceling them over a mistake. Now, if someone's an a-hole and they persist to be an a-hole, yes, cancel them. That's why we're trying to cancel Trump. So yeah, there is a difference. Like a one-time thing or a few-time things that's in the past doesn't really bother me. But if you're still actively that way, then bye. Cancel. um Abby Eki in Korea, do they have a water gun festival? They do. I remember seeing one in Busan, I think, and Seoul, where I mean it's not really a water gun festival, it's kind of like a water festival. Like people kind of just gather in the streets and wet each other with music playing. A lot of people do have water guns though. Some people just have water bottles. Like it's just about wetting people. I've never gone because I usually have to work, but there's that. Let's kill this love. Yeah, 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 yeah. Met Netzanet Morrison. Do you plan on visiting China once Corona's over? Not really. I've been to China twice, not including Hong Kong. To me, Hong Kong is not China. I know Hong Kong doesn't want to be a part of China, and I respect that. I really enjoy Hong Kong. Hong Kong is amazing. It's probably one of my favorite cities or countries, whatever you want to call it, because I know it's like supposed to be one country, two systems or whatever, but Hong Kong's amazing. Mainland China, I didn't enjoy my time there so much. Actually coming up on the 1 year mark of when I got stuck there because of Typhoon Ling Ling that canceled my flight last time I went to Korea last summer, and I was stuck in Beijing for 2 days. Yeah, I didn't enjoy my time in China. I never really do. I don't speak any bit of Cantonese or Mandarin. I can't read it in the slightest, and that seemed to frustrate Chinese people when I was around them. They would roll their eyes and like the audacity of me not knowing Chinese. So I don't like it there particularly. That's just me. Nia G story time. Yeah, I actually did make a video about that. When I finally got my bearings and I got settled back in Korea last summer, that was like my worst travel experience ever. The fact that my flight was canceled and I was stuck and I didn't really have Wi-Fi. I couldn't use my card anywhere, so I was hungry. People were mean to me. And the air made my eyes itchy. It was not great. Sophie Hurst, I'm doing my master's in therapy. Do you think I can find a job in Korea? As long as you speak Korean. I mean, I don't know if you'd be able to work there with like only a foreigner market. As long as you can learn Korean. See, that's the thing. Like, if you're a foreigner, as long as you learn the language, you can get a job anywhere. It's just you have to find employers who are willing to like sponsor your visa and vouch for you, I guess, in a way, and hire you and take on the responsibility of employing a foreigner. But as long as you can prove like, oh, I speak the language, I actually want to do this, I'm dedicated, there really isn't too much of a problem with that. Double A. Blackpink is having Selena Gomez collab. I know that's going to be interesting. I think it's what the 28th that comes out. I'm curious how that's going to sound. I like Selena Gomez a lot. Mia Magnolia. I don't know, but I'd rather Japan than China. I guess it's because I'm learning Japanese at the moment in Tokyo. It's a vibe. I love Japan. Yeah, if I had to choose between China and Japan, I definitely pick Japan. The people were so friendly, even though I don't know a lick of Japanese. All I know is arigato gozaimasu, sumimasen, because I have to keep apologizing to people because I had a horrible habit of speaking Korean to people. Like, it's like a habit when you go to like the convenience store, kamsahamnida, when you leave. And I kept saying that in Japan, and I'm like, oh God, so sumimasen. I had to keep apologizing because I'm like, they probably think I'm racist. I am so sorry. It's just living in Korea all this time. It's just a habit. That was awkward. And the streets were so clean. It was very orderly. I really, really, really like Japan. Like, I need to go back as soon as it's safe to travel again. Definitely. It's a vibe. Destiny New York Core. I'm from Maryland. Hey, another Marylander in the hizzy. I just say hizzy. Yeah, I'm from Maryland too. I just did my requested my mail-in ballot because I was thinking I might just go home for November's election so I can vote in person. But honestly, I don't know where I'll be in a week. So I don't think that's a good, I just want to have my mail-in ballot just to be safe. But yeah, I'm from Maryland too. And I just requested my mail-in ballot. And as thorough as that was, I don't know how Trump keeps saying it's voter fraud, it's fake, dead people are voting, people's dogs are voting. I'm like, no, Trump, people's dogs are not voting. Like, you need your social, you need to confirm your address, you need to confirm your identity and your name, your age, everything. Like, there's no way you can make a dog. Dogs don't have social security numbers, Trump. Okay, let me not go there. Crispy Chan, tips on learning Korean. I'm actually glad you asked because one of the things I used to do before I went to Korea, I used to have notebooks full of like Korean lyrics of songs that I really liked. And I would write them down because writing Korean, I wanted to practice my handwriting, writing Korean, reading Korean, writing sentences, my pronunciation, listening to the lyrics and actually understanding what they're saying, retaining new vocabulary. So I just bought a notebook because all my notebooks are home in Maryland. So I recently wrote down the lyrics to Black Swan and tried to color coordinate it and stuff. And I mean, one of the cool things is you do get to learn the lyrics to the song, so that's really fun. And now you can sing along and not just mumble words and only shout the English parts, but it helps me because my biggest problem is understanding sentence structure. I struggle with that so much. So when I see how it is in song and how it's more casual and a little less textbook like, it helps me. So that's one of my things. I like to write down the lyrics of Korean songs and practice those lyrics and stuff. Do your thing. Do your thing. Esther, who is your anime crush? I have a few, but I've recently finished watching Fairy Tale. Fairy Tale. I could not believe there were 328 episodes. What I thought was initially only like 48 because Netflix only had the first season. I was like, well, I can't just stop there. And it took me a week, but I finished all 328 episodes. And I really like Gray Fullbuster. That's my dude. I find it weird that he keeps taking his shirt off. But yeah, I think Gray is one of my more recent anime crushes, if that makes sense. But yeah, Fairy Tale was so cute. I was just mad. Wait, I don't want to spoil anything. Well, I wanted Lucy and Natsu to like officially be together instead of ending it like that. I was like, I almost flipped my laptop. I was like, are you kidding me? So that was kind of annoying. Lanesia Coots, Trump is literally a child, period. Agreed. Absolutely. Human being, Cece, do you have anxiety? I honestly don't think I do. Like I hear, my friends and people talk about having anxiety and feeling anxious and having anxiety attacks. I don't think I've ever had one. I get nervous sometimes, but I don't think I have anxiety. Maya 22, can you recommend things to do in LA? We just got here to visit. Girl, good luck. There's nothing to do. I mean, cases are finally a little more steady in LA County, I think, but everything's closed. Like, that's why I haven't really been doing anything either. When I first got here, though, I had this bomb Korean barbecue, but again, that's probably closed right now. I went to the Getty Villa, which was gorgeous. It was a really great way to see the city. And I took it for granted at the time, but it was raining the day I flew in here back in March. And we went to the Getty Villa and I could see the skyline and the clouds and it was rainy and it was cool and windy. I'm so happy summer's almost over. I don't like summer, man. So I can't really think of what to do. I mean, we hiked the Hollywood sign back when it was less pandemic-y. We went to the Griffith Observatory at night, which is gorgeous. I mean, the beaches are still open, but honestly, a little too crowded for my liking. I'm trying to think, what are some things? One thing I did that was really, really great. It was like an unexpected, fun little adventure. We went up to Malibu at night to stargaze, and it was gorgeous. Like it was it was so dark where we were, and I was kind of freaking out because I don't know if coyotes and stuff are out here, so I didn't know what I was hearing stuff, and I'm like, "What's that?" It was pitch black, and you could see Jupiter really bright and Saturn. Oh my gosh, that was really nice. Stargazing in Malibu was gorgeous. You could hear the waves crashing on the rocks. That's like a summer memory that's like ingrained in my brain. So there's that. I recommend that. That was really fun. It's safe and a pandemic activity you could do, I guess. um, Toby, you may what? Summer and spring are the best seasons. I respectfully disagree. I love fall. I actually like fall and winter the most. I love when the leaves, October is just my favorite time of the year. I just love October. I love when the leaves turn. I love cooler temperatures, breezy afternoons. I love Halloween. And I love winter because I love like the holiday season. I love snow. I prefer cool weather than hot weather. I don't like to be sticky and warm and the sun and That's probably why I'm so pale. I don't like to go outside when it's hot. I like winter and fall the most by far. Well, that's just lame. I feel like that's when I can dress the cutest. Like I can wear my tights and my boots with like long coats and skirts and sweaters, like with turtle. Oh God, I love cooler weather style of dressing. If that makes any sense. Lovely. Any advice for the talk interview? For the talk interview, my advice would be to exaggerate and embellish how friendly and adaptable you are, because that's one thing they like to tell you, like classes get canceled at any moment's notice. Sometimes you have a class moved up from 2 p.m. to like 12 and you were expecting them at 2, but now you have to take them now, so what would you do? So just focus on how you can sell yourself as being adaptable and friendly and patient. Those are like the biggest tips, because that's what you're really going to need as a teacher. Classes, or you're sitting there waiting, and then after 20 minutes, the teacher says, class canceled, and you're like, I could have stayed home. So that happens. There's also times where a swimming lesson, because it's really common for me anyway, where my classes were canceled because the kids had swimming lessons. So I would be ready for them at 3 p.m., but then they actually have to come at like 1:30 because at 2 they have a lesson. So things like that. Yeah. This show, I'm friendly, I'm patient, I'm adaptable. And they'll be like, ooh, she's a keeper, I think. Real nooks. Yeah, cold weather fashion is superior. I agree. That's when I can be cute. I can wear my long padding and my skirts and my tights and sweaters. Oh. In the summer, I don't really want to show skin because I don't like to get bit by bugs. So like, I usually don't even like to wear tank tops because then I'm be worried about stuff biting me. I don't like to wear shorts and skirts for that same reason. So speaking of bugs, yo, I got to tell y'all something. I have not really been sleeping that much lately. This is like 2 days ago. I was actually working on this, writing these lyrics down and kind of repeating them and Googling and translating stuff I didn't understand. And I hear something crawling on the floor. And I was like, what is that? Like, I thought, I watch a lot of like these scary animated videos because I'm always trying to send Corey a good one for the Spooky Scary Sunday. So I'm freaking out. I'm like, what's under my bed? So then I finally look under and I don't see anything. So I'm like, okay. But then I hear like a rustling in like my plastic bags that I use for my trash bag. So I was like, something's in my room. What is that? And then I even heard something crawling on my curtains. So I finally turned on the light, and the biggest roach I've ever seen in my life. What? I've never seen a roach in this place. It was huge and it could fly. It like crawled up my curtain, did a lap around my room, and I sprayed it with my bug spray, and then it fell. So I thought it was gonna die, and I went to get the broom, and then it was gone. So I literally, it disappeared near my bed, and I was too scared to get in my bed. So this is like 4 a.m, by the way. So I stood over there just looking for it, trying to find it, because I didn't want it to crawl on me, or because it flew. I could see the wings coming out. And apparently flying roaches are common in California. I've never seen one that big. It's been a long time since I've even seen a roach. But I had one of my friends come over to kill it for me because I couldn't. I was literally like, ugh. It was, I've recorded it. Hold on. And it got to the point where I was wondering if I was crazy because it was just gone. I was like, there's no way a bug that big just disappeared in my room. So I don't even know if y'all could see that, but that was the bug. You see how big that is? Dude, I was freaking out. I did not sleep. I was like, I'm not going to be able to sleep knowing that that's in here. So my friend came over and killed it like 10 a.m. I didn't sleep until like 3 p.m. yesterday. And then I woke up at like 8. And then ever since, I've been kind of scared to turn the lights off again. Because I'm like, what if there's more? Like, I'm sorry, that was a weird. I didn't know roaches could fly. And apparently it's common in California. I'm like, why am I in this state? So that was, it wouldn't die. I used all of my bug spray on it and it slowed down. So I was thinking I could just sweep it up and move it outside or something. And I came back and it was just gone. But it turns out it went under my desk to hide and my friend had to smash it. And so that kind of leads into a funny story because I didn't sleep. And I was kind of wondering why after going more than 24 hours without sleep, because I was up till 4 before I even saw the bug. And then I finally saw and heard it. I didn't sleep until 3 p.m. the next day. And I was like, oh, I wonder how BTS members sleep because I'm weird. So I screenshot this because it was funny. I Googled some weird people on the internet, man. Wait, where is it? Okay, so I Googled BTS member who sleeps the least because I don't really sleep, so I'm kind of curious if any of them are like that too. And then somebody Googled which BTS member is best in bed. I was like, wait, what? Why is that? I was like, why did that come up in my search? So I don't know. I thought that was funny. Yeah, so I didn't really sleep a lot yesterday at all. And then I do have like a little nightlight because I already don't like sleeping in the dark. Like I can't sleep in dark and silence. So if I don't have like a light on from like the TV or my laptop or something, then I need to at least be listening to music. So I do have a little nightlight. And it took me losing my voice. It took me a little courage to finally turn the light off last night. So yeah, that was, I don't know. I saw the biggest bug in my life and freaked out. And I literally stood here for like, from like 5 until like 10 when my friend came to kill it for me because I don't like bugs. And that's another reason why I don't like summer. It comes full circle. I don't like bugs and I don't like heat. So oddly enough, spiders don't really bother me. Like I'm used to seeing like the little daddy long legs in the corner and I just spray them with hairspray usually. Spiders don't worry me as much as bugs do. I don't like those types of bugs. Sorry. Okay, I went on a little tangent. All right. Nia G, who sleeps in complete darkness. You'd be surprised. Some people need it dark to sleep. I can't because I start seeing stuff. Like what I know in the daytime is my curtains will look like a person at night. So I don't put myself in that situation. Jenny Frazier, you brought up the BTS bed thing in our chat, Cece. Don't play innocent. I did, but I was curious what y'all would say. I didn't Google it. It was just a discussion amongst fans. Somebody Googled it when I looked up what are their sleeping patterns. So I was kind of freaked out. I was like, why is that in my search? Because all I did was talk about their sleeping patterns and then who's the best in bed? I was like, okay. And let me scroll up a little bit because I was talking for like 20 minutes about a bug. So I probably missed some good questions. Esther, yes, I didn't know roaches could fly. Like, why did they already invincible? Like, they survived nuclear stuff. Why did they need to fly on top of that? I almost ran out of the house screaming. I didn't know what to do. It was so big. Like, it looked like a toy. It reminded me of, actually, okay, another little story time about bugs, why I don't like summer. So I was teaching. This was in Korea. I was in Taean. And one of my kids, 5th graders, started freaking out. They're like, teacher! And they pointed, and it looked like a toy to me. I got a picture of it too. And I thought they were trying to like play a prank on me because they do that sometimes. So I didn't want to take the bait, but she was freaking out about some bug and it wasn't moving. So I just knew it wasn't real. So I was just like, okay, anyway, and just kept on with my lesson. And she's looking at me like I'm crazy, like, teacher, like, oh my gosh, like this is dangerous and you don't seem to care. So this is what she was freaking out about on the floor. I thought it was a toy. It looks really plasticky and shiny. So I didn't know it was real. So after they left and I was sweeping up the floor, it moved. So I was like, oh God, that's alive. So I just freaked out and threw it away. And then I sent the picture to my mentor teacher and he told me next time I see one, I should walk it to the bathroom and flush it because they're poisonous. I was like, pause. One, if it's poisonous, you expect me to calmly take it down the hallway to the bathroom. That's not going to happen. And two, why is this in the school? Poisonous little like centipede things. I don't mess with bugs. I don't like bugs. And it's annoying that something so small can freak me out so much. But yeah, the kids were right to freak out. And I'm sitting there like, relax, it's a toy. I'm not going to get your little prank. And it was an actual poisonous centipede. So that's fun. Chioma, and why was the road so loud? That's what I'm saying. It was huge. Like, I literally thought something was under my bed. It was just like pittering on the floor. And I was like, and I knew I heard something rustling in my plastic bags. And then I heard it like scratching on the curtain. It was huge. It made noise when it walked. Oh boy. So I keep going back to this. That's why I don't like bugs. Tai Chi Master, have you ever had sleep paralysis? Yes. It happened twice, but only in Korea. It took me 25 years until I experienced it for the first time. And it happened twice in the same year. So what was I doing? This was in both times were actually in 2018. I was in my apartment by myself, minding my business. I was asleep. And I remember my dream was already pretty scary. And usually when that happens, I just wake up and turn my TV on so it's light in my room again. Because like I just had my HDMI cord to my TV and my laptop would go to sleep. So then my TV would go to sleep. So I would just wake it up real quick. And I remember the scary stuff that was in my dream kind of like, it looked like it was pixelating sort of into real life. So like I could see stuff in my dream in my room. Like I have, if you guys saw like the apartment tour, I don't have a closet there. So I had like a clothing rack that you could like assemble yourself. And I had my long padding hanging there. And I know it's a coat, but in my half awake sleep or state, I thought it was like a person and I couldn't move. So I'm just looking at it and I can see the monster that was like in my dream fading. And I'm like, okay, yeah, that's just my coat. So that was the first time that happened, but I couldn't move. So I was freaking out. The second time it happened was November of 2018. And my friends, we went to Wonju. I think it's called Wonju, the city, because we only knew one person with an oven and we had like a Friendsgiving because we didn't have our family. So we didn't want to miss out on Thanksgiving. And we were all gathered in the living room, sleeping on the floor. And we were watching like gameplays with like Jacksepticeye and stuff. And I fell asleep. But I remember, again, the stuff from my dream like materialized into the room. So I remember looking at the couch and thinking something was sitting there staring at me. And all I could do was make noise. I was just like, ooh, ooh. And then one of my friends woke me up and was like, are you okay? And I was like, oh my God. I was terrified because all this scary stuff that was in my dream was in the room and just like looking at me and taunting me. That was twice that I had sleep paralysis and not fun. And I hope I didn't jinx myself because, yeah, that was 2 years ago now, and I want to keep it that way. Oh, boy. Renee, always close your eyes during sleep paralysis. I'll try that next time because all I could do was stare like, oh, God, oh. And I was just making noise. And my friend was like, are you good? And I was like, no, I wasn't. Thank you so much. Oh, goodness. Zakira Walker. That's why I don't watch scary stuff. That's the thing. I love scary stuff. I love spooky, haunting things. So I won't let that deter me. I like scary stuff. I like scary games, scary movies. But normally it doesn't actually scare me. Only real life stuff scares me. So when I start seeing stuff in real life, I scare myself a lot of the times. Like even when I go to the bathroom in the middle of the night and I'm like washing my hands, I'm dumb and I imagine what if a person like walked in there and tried to follow me in my room? I scare myself all the time and I don't know why I do that. But yeah. All right, let's get back to questions. My bad. Real nukes, any K-dramas? I recently got into Extraordinary You. The only K-drama I tried to watch recently was Itaewon Class because everybody kept telling me to, but I just don't like dramas anymore. It's weird. Before I went to Korea, I was so into Korean variety shows, Korean dramas, but like after living there, I don't know. I don't really get into it. I haven't really. I think the last full drama, if you can even count it as a drama, that I watched was Kingdom. I love Kingdom because I love zombies. So that was the only thing that I've finished, and like, well, the newest season. So yeah. Annabelle got me messed up. I didn't think Annabelle was scary. I don't know, like it was funny because I did see the I don't remember which Annabelle it was, but it was the one when they were like on a house in the farm or something, and like a little girl got possessed. I don't remember which Annabelle that was, but I saw that one in Korea. So it was funny watching other people react like, oh, but I I didn't find it scary. That movie was kind of not my cup of tea, and I wanted to like it because I liked was The Conjuring. It's supposed to be like a spinoff of The Conjuring, but yeah, I didn't really get too into that yet. Joseph Mensa, have you ever met Gina Kim, the YouTuber? Yes, I met her a few times. I just went for it one day because normally YouTubers don't reply to my messages. Like, I'm like, hey, it'd be cool to work together one day. And I get left on red or they just never see it. So Gina actually replied. I was actually out doing hookah for the first time in Itaewon. And I had Hennessy for the first time. And I'm feeling lit. So I get a notification because I said, oh, you're such a really fun, bubbly personality. It'd be really fun to work together one day. She said, oh my God, you're so cute. And we have some of the same friends. We should do it. I was like, yeah, she replied. I was not expecting that. So we did two videos on her channel and then one on mine. She's literally as sweet as she is on camera as she is in person. She's so bubbly and fun, and she's an Aries too. So how you doing? But yeah, Gina Kim's really cool. Winter Bear, don't leave CC on red. Everyone does. I've gotten used to it by now. So sorry. Why is that song stuck in my head? Do y'all know that song Into You by Yuri from Girls' Generation? I love that song. I don't know why it just popped in my head. Daisy May, what about Insidious? I loved Insidious. I didn't like 2 so much, but the first one was really good. There's that scene with the tiptoe through the window with the little boy dancing. That freaked me out, where like she walked by the window and he wasn't there. And Insidious was a really good one. I really liked that one. I didn't like the sequels though. Sometimes they mess up movies with all these sequels. Like I really like the Paranormal Activity series. I like 1, 2, and 3. I didn't like 4 and beyond. I liked Saw, but I didn't like 3 and beyond. So sometimes they need to just cut it. And then there's supposed to be a new Saw movie that was supposed to come out this year with Chris Rock, but pandemic. So yeah. Nia G, would you do a video with subscribers if they got popular on YouTube? I do a video with subscribers even if they're not YouTubers. Like I'm always looking for different ideas of content to make because there's only but so many stories I have left up here. And I didn't think I'd have to tell them, but pandemic. So I can't vlog like I used to. I can't create new memories and new situations. So all I got to do is go in the archive of all the crazy stuff that's been going on lately. But yeah, I always wanted to collab with people. Talking to the camera by myself gets old after a while. And then just like hearing myself speak, like I miss interacting with people in vlogs and stuff. So I'm just saying. Esther, could you tell us any ghost stories you've encountered in Korea? I haven't. The only thing weird or creepy in Korea was from like actual living Koreans. Like nothing spooky or paranormal. I've had like a few things happen to me in the States, but nothing like that's weird or what did that in Korea. So yeah. Maya 22, when's the subscriber Zoom calls? Yeah, I've been trying to actually poll the channel members because I didn't know what would be better to do it on Zoom or Discord because we're always on Discord. But it seems like Zoom won the majority. So I'm thinking I want to try to do that this week because I'm not sure how many people are actually interested in it too. I know a lot of people are, but I got to figure out how we're going to do this with different time zones because not everybody's in America. I know a lot of people are in the UK, India, Brazil. Korea, which is like, oh, people are watching. So I'm trying to sort out like a schedule. Maybe I could do by like regions or something. And I've also never used Zoom before, so I got to figure that out. I think I'm gonna have my friend Erin give me like a tutorial. But yeah, those are definitely coming like this week for sure. um, Peaceful Life. I also heard Japan has a lot of ghost stories. They even have a thing of selling death estate. Oh Jesus. I never heard of that. Thank goodness. I have heard like a lot of spooky stories from Korea and Japan where like you're in an elevator and then you go to like this floor that's not supposed to be an accessible floor and you see like a ghost lady. That's interesting, but no, I've never heard of death real estate or death estates. That's terrifying. Aladdin, my birthday's in 2 days. Hey, and it's Virgo season, right? Hey, happy birthday. 생일 축하합니다. 생일 축하합니다. I always sing that song, and those are the only words I know. 생일 축하합니다. I don't know what I just did. That was really cringe. I'm sorry. Anime's black. What's worse, Korean F-boys or Japanese F-boys? Korean. Because the thing is, with K-pop and Korean dramas and stuff getting so popular, a lot of Korean guys seem to think that all foreigners there must be into, Korean people. You know what I mean? So they kind of act like they're fine and they act like, oh, these girls, they kind of want me. And I didn't really get those vibes from boys in Japan. So in my opinion, I think Korean F-boys are worse. Just saying. 내가 바라는 다른 가지님은 나의 것은요 내 안이 번져. Crispy Chan, what about the Caribbean? Caribbean too, but I think that time zone isn't so bad for me here in LA. So I think, we could work it out where it's like the Americas time zone sort of, because it's only like a 3-hour difference. But like people in India, it's like 2 a.m. right now. And in the UK, I think it's like, what time is it in the UK right now? Like 11 p.m. or something? I don't know. I'm bad with time zones. I'm really bad with time zones. Like, I didn't even know there'd be a time change from Korea to Hong Kong. And I was really confused when I first got there. I was like, wait, what happened? Why is there an hour difference? Leslie Leon, did you watch the Dynamite music video? Yep. I watched it 3 times. Once without subtitles, twice with the subtitles, because I still didn't understand what they were saying. Okay, it's 9:47 in the UK. See, I'm bad with time zones, but yeah, I think in the Caribbean you're only like 3 hours ahead of me, so I think that would work. Wait, it's almost 12 p.m. in the UK. Really? Wait. Oh, Central Europe. Oh, okay, it's different. Winter Bear, it was in English, Cece. I know it was in English, but I still did not understand what they were saying. So I knew it. Like I said, I'm like, I know this is in English, but I don't hear it. So I had to watch the subtitles. And that helped for the future listenings. I was like, oh, okay, now I can understand what they were saying. It is a part of the reason why my hair is blue, because like Namjoon got a little blue thing going on for now. Even though this is, like I said, it's just a wax, and I probably will have to wash this out before I go to sleep. Or actually, I might see how long this lasts. That might be kind of a fun idea too. But yeah, my fingers are a little blue. Wait, who's talking about getting a glass of milk in the middle of the night? Oh, Jisoo's _and_ Nam Jesus. Did you hear about 17's copyright? I did, which is why I feel kind of weird, because I've been using it for like intros a lot lately. But when I heard it, I just naturally assumed they got permission, because it's clearly Cupid Shuffle. Down, down, do your thing, do your thing. to the left, to the left. They would say left and to the right, to the right. So I was like, okay, I guess they like that song. I thought they must have gotten permission to use that. There's no way you can have a song public and not expect somebody to be like, that's Cupid Shuffle. So I don't know what they thought they were doing, but I really I just knew. I was like, oh, I guess they got permission, because I've heard songs that were similar and they actually did get permission before. So I guess I just assumed they did too. So even the video I just uploaded today, I edited it like a week ago, and the intro is left and right. And I'm just like, oh, I should have changed that. Because now it feels kind of weird using it. Left in, right, left in, to the left, to the left. Like and I've seen some Korean people do the Cupid Shuffle in clubs, so I know some of them know the song. And it was funny the first time. We were in Itaewon, and it was at this like Irish pub or something. And in Itaewon, there's a decent amount of foreigners. So like there was a lot of us Black people there, and the DJ played Cupid Shuffle, and we all got on the dance floor and was doing it, and Koreans were like trying to keep up. And this one dude, he had these really cute suspenders. I don't know what it is about dudes with suspenders. I love suspenders. And he asked us if we like practiced this and rehearsed it ahead of time. We're like, oh no, sweetie, it's a cookout thing. Like you just know this song. It was really funny. But like people were like trying to keep up, and not kick, not kick, not kick, not kick, now walking by yourself. So that was really funny. Down, down, do your thing. Toby Yume, there's an Irish pub in Korea. Last I checked, yes, I'm pretty sure it's still there. But in Itaewon, it's called like Shamrock or something. Yeah. That song will be stuck in my head. Not walking by yourself. Not walking by yourself. Down, down, do your thing, do your thing. Down, down, do your thing, do your thing. Oh man. Shanza Bubbles, did you get to watch Extracurricular? Nope. I've been binging Fairy Tail for like a week, and now that that's done, I'm on to the next anime binge. I've been trying to catch up on some other stuff that were pretty similar to Fairy Tail, just because I feel like I'm into that genre right now. But I'm really looking for like a good, scary anime. Like there was an episode of Fairy Tail that I really liked. What's that dude with the man and the parfum? His name's like Ichio or something like that. And like there was that episode where everybody who smelled the parfum turned into him. It was like spooky but funny, and I want to find an anime that's like that. That was probably one of my favorite episodes. Man, I like Ichio. I love your parfum. I got a whiff of your parfum. I need to find like a good spooky mystery type of scary anime like that episode was. I think the only really good scary one that I watched was Another. I really like that one, but I need to find more like that, because I like scary, but I don't necessarily need to see gory. And a lot of animes, they smile and there's blood splashing in their face. I don't need to see all that. Just give me the frights. I don't need the like blood and everything. Otobia, Ichia. Yeah, Ichia. The parfum. Man. I don't know why that makes me laugh so much. Oh boy. Double A, is Korea a stressful place? Yep. I see you keep asking. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's a stressful place. Not as much for foreigners as it is for Korean people, because the job field for Koreans is a lot more competitive than it is for foreigners, because like we only get to Korea for the most part if we have a job. Like you don't just go there and be like, no, I find work. Like usually you're imported. So like you get there knowing you already have a job. But Koreans, it's all about getting the best grades, getting into the best university. Once you get into Seoul National University, your future's set, or so they say. And you got to get the good office job. And that's why Koreans let loose on the weekends and drink so much, because it's stressful. Very, very competitive. And that's why a lot of Korean people dream of working abroad and living abroad. Like, oh, I want to move to Australia. I want to move to Canada. I want to move to the UK. Some America, which I'm like, you don't want to come here. So saying, oh, Opa 92. Thank you. I see the little blush pair. Down, do your thing, do your thing. Dev Thalia, I'm having travel withdrawal. Corona! Girl, me too. This is actually the longest I've gone without getting on a plane. Even though I was just on a plane in March, this is the longest I've gone without flying. And I'm not trying to have this be the first year in 3 years that I don't leave the country. So I'm going somewhere this year. I don't care. I'm going somewhere. I'm just trying to wait till Corona's more manageable. Because even right now, like I said, Korea is going through their spike and having to close stuff down. So it's so depressing. Corona. And did you guys see that in Wuhan they had like this quarantine free social distancing non-existent pool party? I'm like, for one, it feels like they're just putting salt in the wounds. Because like this started with you. And at the same time, it also doesn't feel smart because what if there's a second wave from one person who said, I'm going to go to this party and spread Corona through the masses? It didn't seem like a smart idea. That was real low. To the left, to the left, to the left, to the left, to the right, to the right, to the right, to the right. Now kick, now kick. Now that song's just stuck in my head. Now walking by yourself. Zano Kubeka, visit South Africa? Absolutely. I'd love to see Trevor Noah's homeland. Trevor Noah's Bay. I was tripping because when I made that, was it the story time about, which one was that? Not the Daegu wheelchair one. The one before that. The taxi driver, the creep dude. And, I was trying to like plug in the channel membership thing a little bit. And one of the comments tripped me out because I was like, we talk about Trevor Noah in the Discord chat? And they were like, nobody. CC, Trevor Noah. People like Trevor Noah. Trevor is fine. And he's very funny and very smart and very insightful and observant. And I love him. Bang, 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 bang. Tai Chi Master. Am going to teach in Korea next year. Any advice? Work on your patience. Because, it goes without saying, some people learn things and understand things faster than other people do. And I'm an Aries and we're very impatient. So like there could be like a classroom of 15 students, 13 got it, they nailed it. And then those last two, you gotta be patient and help drill it into them a little bit better. Patience is definitely something you need to be like, chef kisses. You have to be very patient to teach in Korea. I knew that, and I'm already not one to like, hurry up, but like inside I'm frustrated even if I don't show it externally. I'm just not a patient person in the slightest. But I do think teaching made me more patient, especially when you see the kids are really trying and they just can't grasp it. And then it's cute when other kids come in to try to help and they translate stuff. So I be patient, man, and try to have a good grasp of basic Korean, like at least reading it. And maybe some like simple phrases like thank you and where is this? What is this? How much is this? Things like that. Yeah. Jeffrey Leland. CC binge Hunter x Hunter. I tried watching a few episodes of Hunter x Hunter and it wasn't really my cup of tea. So I don't think I'd like Hunter x Hunter too much. Whereas I took a while to watch Fairy Tail, but I kind of got hooked in like 2 episodes and I was like, oh, I like this. Because it was funny. Like I like funny animes. And then one of the things I liked about dubbed animes is like when I recognize people's voices. Like when I heard Natsu, I was like, he sounds hella familiar and he's been in like everything. So kind of hearing like familiar voice acting too. And then I recognized Lucy's voice as, forgot her name, in Peach Girl. She was Momo's rival, sort of. I forgot her name. But like recognizing people's names and voices are really cool. But I don't know about Hunter x Hunter. I tried. I didn't like it too much. London C? I think London C. How do you remember Korean? I have been doing bad. I have not been studying it like at all, but I'm trying to get back on it. Like I have several apps in my phone to go over like vocabulary words and literally, y'all gonna laugh, literally just last night, I finally understood the difference between the particle and the eso particle. For the longest, I never understood how they're used so interchangeably. So like when you're trying to say something is at a place, like for example, me and Gritonen, bang is room and isoyo is to exist. So if I want to say I'm in the room, I would say tonen bang e isoyo. Now, sometimes when I see the location particle, some people do eso too. And I was like, what is the difference between eso? Eso is apparently where an action is taking place. So like if I'm watching TV, well, that's too long to use. If I'm studying, say I'm studying in the room, I would say 저는 공부해 방에서 있어요. I did not know that. Or 방에서 있어요. I didn't know that if you're doing an action, then you use 에서. If you're talking about just the location for something, then you use 에. And I just learned that last night. So I have not been paying attention. Like there's just it takes a while for some things to just click in my mind. Like I still don't know the difference between 이가 and 은은. Still could not tell me. I don't know the difference. But like I said, to remember Korean, I try to like go through Korean lyrics and stuff because those are sentences and it helps me. But I also have hella apps in my phone. Memrise is my favorite app for flashcards. And that is fine. Actually, I'll show you the screenshot. That's actually the app that finally made it click for me that 에 and 에서, like why they're different, because I never understood it. So like, it's like identify the pattern. And it says 나는 공부해요. So I study. And if you say I study at the library, when you're saying what you're doing, like an action you're doing at a specific place, 나는 도서관에서 공부해요. I never knew why people use 에서 sometimes. As opposed to I'm at the library, you would say 나는 or 저는 도서관에 있어요. I did not know that. So sometimes if you just persistent, things will just click eventually. I'm tripping. I was like, how did I go all these years without knowing that simple difference? I did not know that until last night. So yeah, I don't even remember what the question was. I'm sorry. I think you said something about how do I remember Korean? I don't. I keep trying to drill it in my head, but yeah. Oh boy. Down, down, do your thing, do your thing. Down, down, do your thing, do your thing. That song's be stuck in my head. Double A, most popular K-pop group in Korea. That's tough. I know these days Twice are still wildly popular. People really like ITZY a lot. People still love EXO. Big Bang is like legendary. BTS is obviously very big. Not as big abroad as they are, or not as big in Korea as they are abroad, but as far as most popular, yeah, I think like Red Velvet, Twice, EXO, BTS, Big Bang. And Everglow is really popular too. I think once they start to like release more music, and then they'd be up there with the Blackpinks and stuff. It's hard to pick the most popular group. I'm sorry. I think there's a lot of popular groups right now. Oh, excuse me. Aladdin, these songs get stuck in your head fast. They really do. It's because like I'm in a room with no other sound but my own voice. So when I hear a song, I start to think of the song. Baby LY, what's the name of the app? I will show you. It's called Memrise. MEMRISE. Wait, let me try and show you the logo. So this is like my foreign language folder on my phone. So like I'm still trying to learn how to read Japanese and stuff. And this is the Memrise one. I know it's backwards. I'm sorry. Yeah, but so like this is the Korea 2 because I've already finished Korea 1, and they have all these different units. You can like click and it teaches you words and stuff. Hold on, let me see if I can turn it up.
Pegwon.
So it teaches you about like different things based on the topic that it's in. So I just got to the one about the location particle, and that's how I finally am like, oh, now I know the difference between e and eso. It took me a minute, a whole long time. Oh, it's not backwards? Oh, it's backwards for me looking here, but I guess it's not backwards for y'all. Look at him. I literally stare at my phone like 4 times a day, minimum, just to look at him. All right. Brandy Coyote. I'm also a new Mon Bebe. What's your favorite Monster X song / bias? That's hard. Favorite Monster X song? I think Shine Forever. But I also really liked Lost in a Dream, and Underwater. I think those might be my top three. Lost in a Dream, Underwater, and Shine Forever. As far as my favorite member, it's Kihyun. It used to be Wano, but then he started to bulk up. And I know people like muscles. I don't really like a lot of muscles on my dudes because it kind of scares me. And, you know, he did leave the group. So, yeah, my favorite member is Kihyun. I also really like I.M. He's like number 2, I think. He's weird, and I like how weird he is. Oh, Jung Shuki Army. I love Beautiful by Monsta X. That's a good one, too. 너무 아름다워 나에게 수가 없어 Oh no 지금가 시같이 질리게 끝들은 매지고 싶어 So beautiful. I love their choreography. Like literally with every Monsta X song, when I hear the song, I can just imagine their choreo. It always goes so perfectly with it and it's so like intricate and stuff. I absolutely love their choreography. That's probably one of my favorite things about Monsta X. Shonu be going in. Like, oh man. Zano Kubeka, favorite throwbacks. Throwback what? Like movies or songs or groups? Or what you mean? Now a song's gonna be in my head. Which is fine, because again, I have nothing to listen to but my own voice, so I don't mind. Def Thalia, I want to go to Korea next year, fall. Hopefully, travel is safe by then. I really predict that the world will finally have some semblance of control over Corona by spring, like early spring. My only thing is, I think we're just going to have to deal with Corona and seasonal fluctuations like we do with the flu and the common cold. And it really, really, really sucks. So beautiful. So beautiful. Toby Yume, did you already choose a dance you want to cover? I'm waiting for the members to choose. I think maybe I'll just have to like type in all right, throw some songs at me. And then whichever one of those comments gets like the most likes, then I'll try to learn that dance. I don't know if I'm fully ready for y'all to laugh at me, but I'm willing to do this. I dance for fun. Full disclaimer, I'm not a pro. I got rhythm and I can move and stuff, but I'm not a pro. So some of y'all gonna see this, and I hope you don't think any less of me. Oh man. Oh, Chioma, and which spring? My spring, because my spring is in November and it doesn't seem possible. I mean, spring for Korea and spring for the Northern Hemisphere, because for us, spring is not until March. So I think by March, it'll be under control. Too beautiful to handle. Okay, I don't really know the choreo that well. London C, why did you start a YouTube channel? Well, not right before, but pretty much what really got me interested in going to Korea was other foreigners and their vlogs about being in Korea. And I found them very, very helpful because I was like, oh, what about for a Black person? Like, what's it going to be like for a Black person in Korea, or an American, or a girl, or like things like that. And the language barrier, if you don't know Korean, if you do know Korean. And they made it seem so lit and so fun. And I was like, maybe I should start a channel and like put more of these types of videos out there, and maybe people will watch. I didn't expect people to actually watch. So yeah, that was pretty much why I got started. I told myself, if you make it to Korea, I'm going to start my channel as soon as I get there. I did not do that. I was supposed to start like March of 2017, and I didn't start until May of 2018. So I dropped the ball on that one a little bit. For a while, I did have the one video of me on my YouTube channel where I played the song from Final Fantasy at a family reunion on piano. That was like the only video I had on there, but it had like no views, obviously. So that kind of also deterred me a little bit from ever posting again. But I just did it one day, and here I am talking to you guys. Pamela Hobbs, what places do you want to travel to? I want to see everything, everywhere. A whole new world. I really want to go to Santorini, Greece. Um, I really want to go to London. I want to go to Bangkok. I want to go to Melbourne. Well, actually, or Melbourne. I know you're not supposed to pronounce the R. It's not like Melbourne like we do. It's Melbourne, right? I think for Australians. But I really want to see Brisbane, Australia. I want to go to Auckland, New Zealand. I hope I'm not trashing these accents. There's so many places I want to go, man. I want to go to Dubai, which I'm a little scared to go anywhere in the Middle Eastern region because my name is Isis, and I feel like that's not gonna fly over well. Yeah, there's so many places I want to go, man. There's like too many, like too many. I do want to also go to Cape Town, Johannesburg. Desi May, who's your favorite Disney princess? That's a good question. I don't know if she counts, but I grew up absolutely loving Pocahontas just because for a while she was the only brown one. So that was like my childhood. Yeah, I've seen Pocahontas more times than I can count. I know it's wildly historically inaccurate, but I still really like Pocahontas. I hated the sequel. They did not need to make that. And I also, her real life was a tragedy and it really sucked. But yeah, I think I got to go with Pocahontas a little bit. Yep, that's me. It's my birthday on the 25th. Can I have a happy birthday wish? Happy birthday. Yep, that's me. I think, what's that? Yep, that's me. Happy birthday. I'm not going to sing it in Korean again because I don't know the full lyrics. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. It's funny, whenever we sing that song, like for family members' birthdays, we never know how to end it. We just keep it going until it just dies down eventually. We're like, happy birthday. Okay. Happy. And then we're like, all right, it's done. So yeah, happy birthday. Yep, that's me. Oh, man. Stevie Wonder version. Yep. But I just never know how it's supposed to end. Like, we kind of just keep it going until it just dies. We're just like, happy birthday. All right, let's blow out the candles. Pamela Hobbs, what type of anime do you like and any suggestions? My absolute favorite genre are psychological thrillers, ones that are like mysterious. Like I really like stuff like Future Diary, Erased, Code Geass, Steins Gate. Yeah, I think those are probably some of my favorite psychological thriller type ones, but I also really like the spooky ones. I think there was one that was like Ghost Hunter or something where they were like at a school and they hunted ghosts on the side. I thought that was like really cute. I'm trying to think of some other like psychological thriller types. There was this one called, oh man, Terror in Resonance. It's like Zenki Yo no Terror. I'm so bad at the Japanese names. All I know is they always have like no in it. I don't know, like Attack on Titan is like Shingeki no Kyojin. I don't know why that is. I should Google that. Like why do they always have like the no in it? Marian M, do you like Death Note? I liked it. I wasn't wild about it. It was overhyped, I think. I didn't like how it ended, but I like the concept of it. I didn't really like the ending too much. Oh, Tomo, thank you. It's Zankyu no Terror. No Tero. Zankyu no Tero? I think that's how you might pronounce it. I don't know. What about Psychopaths? I liked Psychopaths mostly. Like it was kind of cool seeing like the crime thriller take of it, but I don't know. It was okay. Like it was kind of cool seeing how they were cops doing it and hunting down people, but it wasn't my favorite. Nili Kadori, no is the possession marker. Oh, really? See, you learn new stuff every day. So like, wait, but how does that work with the animes though? Like, so like Shingeki no Kyojin is like, I don't know what Shingeki or Kyojin means, so I guess I shouldn't say. Was it like my attack on Titan? Maybe so this possession, my attack on Titan, or the Titan's attack on? I'm overthinking stuff. I'm my bad. Um, equivalent to my. So yeah, so like with Shingeki no Kyojin, it's like, is it like attack on my Titan or my attack on Titan or? Toby, you make Kyojin is Titan and Shingeki is attacking, I think. So it's like attacking my Titan. I don't know. I like languages and stuff, but I'm not good. Like my brain cannot keep more than one extra language. Like I was fairly good at Spanish, you know, in school and stuff. But then once I started to learn Korean, the Spanish started to fade. Like Thanos snapped it out of my mind. And there's a lot of times where I want to say stuff in Spanish and then Korean words jump in. So I feel like I'm in over my head trying to learn how to read Japanese right now too. I don't know. Melty Chan 01, the character no is a particle that indicates a relationship between two nouns in Japanese. So for example, watashi no heya means my room. Oh. And I think the sentence structure between Japanese and Korean is pretty similar, and that's why like people who speak Korean usually don't have that much struggle learning Japanese because it's pretty similar. I do like how there's some words that are similar too. Like I know in Korean, mire is future, and I think it's like mirai in Japanese or something like that. So I think it's kind of cool. I don't know. But thank you for the Japanese lessons because I really want to learn many languages, like at least a little bit in many languages. That's like my thing. I like if I want my boys to be bilingual, I feel like I should be too. I like to try to learn languages and stuff. I've been lazy lately and I'm trying to get back on it. I've committed to buying a notebook again, so I'm hoping I'll actually be motivated. Plus, what else am I going to do during a pandemic? I might as well study. Pick up and kill it and kill it and kill it. Pick up and kill. I don't even learn Spanish, just pick it up here and there. Yeah, I mean, because in America, like we have to learn usually Spanish or German or French. And even the 1 year French I took, right out the window. I don't remember any. I just remember how to count. I remember je t'aime is like I love. I know I forgot. I really wish my brain worked that way where I could learn several languages. It ain't happening. Layla Lulu, do you like Tokyo Ghoul? I do, but I didn't like the Tokyo Ghoul RE. I don't know if that was supposed to be like a future season or like a spinoff, but I didn't like that one. I like the like just standard Tokyo Ghoul. But that genre, that's like what I like. It was a little gory for my liking. I'm just like, no one has that much blood in them, but you know, it's just animation. It's not supposed to be totally realistic. I also really liked Boogie Pop Phantom and others, or Boogie Pop Phantom. I think they're two separate ones. And I also really liked Promised Neverland. That's like one of my favorite recent ones. I'm so ready for season 2, whenever that's gonna be. Oh yeah, Demon Slayer was really good too. I didn't think I was gonna like that one at first, honestly, but that was really. I like the dude's little scar. I thought that was kind of cool. Or birthmark. No, I didn't. Toby Yume, but I can't. I can't write and read French for shit. I can speak it though. Honestly, learning how to write French when like half of the letters don't even get used blew my mind. It confused the crap out of me. I can't. I was like, wait, like when I saw how s'il vous plaît was actually spelled, how it's like still lose plate, and you don't say any of those letters. I'm like, so I just get lazy and forget those are there. S'il vous plaît. No, no, s'il vous plaît. um. So do you guys have any more questions? Oh, Pinterest fan art of Tay. I've never gotten to like Pinterest either. Every time I Google images, I keep seeing stuff from Pinterest though, but I never like used it or made one. I still got blue on my hands. This is crazy. If you squeeze it, it dries eventually, but it does leave a bit of like a stamp of blue. Um Leslie DeLeon. Do you have a bias wrecker in BTS? If so, who is it and why? My bias wrecker is Namjoon, by the way. I feel like currently it's Jungkook. I don't really know why. um, I think his voice, I really, really love his singing voice, but Jimin sounds just as lovely. I don't know, like I don't have a reason. I've just been noticing Jungkook a lot. And I think him being the only member with tattoos, so it's like Tat Gang. Maybe that has something to do with it. He's a little rebellious in that way. I kind of like that. But yeah, Namjoon is absolute bias forever, literally since day one. Currently, my number two is Jungkook. It used to be Suga. It used to be Jimin. It changes all the time. Definitely. Have you seen Jungkook? Yeah, I was just kind of tripping how he was in Timberlands and a full denim suit. I'm like, bro, it's August. Like, you don't got to do all that. um, Wait, so who's the other member with tattoos? I thought Jimin had fake ones. Mystery Moi? He's not the only member with tattoos. I thought Jimin's were fake. Who else has tattoos? Wait, what tattoo does Jimin have? I thought he had like a fake cross on his ribs. I think that was a cross. Jungkook be looking good. Wait, Jimin has real tattoos? What does he have? He has a 13 on his hand? Oh. Wait, hold on. These are coming in fast. Um, so he had what? Because he's born in the 13th. Infinity Mark. Never mind. All right, I'm confused. Oh, he has Never Mind tattooed on him. Why? Wait, what? Why? Young forever, but he covers it up. Okay, so how many tattoos does he have? Because there's an Infinity Mark, Never Mind, a 13 number. Okay, let me Google. But yo, Google. Hold on. Going to hit the Googler. G-Man's tattoos. Because I heard these were fake though. Like I do remember seeing him perform a lot of stuff dramatically, like the Chinese writing I think that was on him, and the cross or something that was on him. I don't get why they do fake ones. It's all about them real tats, my dude. But yeah, okay, so I get 13 because he's born on the 13th, but why Never Mind? If that's a real one too. All right, I'm getting out of hand. Oh, Jesus Christ, you're here. Love the blue, Cece. Thank you, girl. It's crunchy, but it's cute. This hair is so crunchy. Like, I don't know if y'all can hear it. And then at least my hands blew a little bit, but it's cute. All right. So he has 3 tattoos. I want to know what these mean though, because I do remember seeing all the fake ones, and I know a lot of Korean artists like to do it, but for like stage performances and stuff. I really like Jungkook's tattoos. I feel like, I mean, the smiley face I don't fully get, but like the fact that the army actually represents the members too, and he had to add the J for himself and J-Hope, and I thought that was a really cute, meaningful tattoo. I really like that. I was like, that is so cute. It's like the A, but it's like a V for V, and then RM for my baby daddy, and then the Y for Yoongi, and then J-Hope, Jin, Jungkook. But I don't know about the smiley face, but it's really cute. Didn't BTS debut on the 13th too? Did they? I thought it was like the 14th or 15th. I don't be knowing these dates. I'm a fake fan. Miranda, hair crispier than KFC. No, you're right. No need to JK. This shit is crispy. It's like it's a little more frizzy at the ends, but it's like crispy up top. Crispier than KFC, but it is. That's why I'm curious if this is gonna like rub off on my pillow. But I thought it'd be kind of cute to rock a little blue because like right now RM has the blue hair and blue is my favorite color anyway. And we haven't seen him with blue hair since the fire days. Hey, burn it up. Oh boy. Turn it up. Wait, I see a bunch of skulls. Who died? I'm curious, what do y'all think about tattoos? Because I do know like Korean people do have like their what's the word I'm looking for? They're like stereotypes about them. Like they think if you get tattoos and you're like a thug and a criminal and you about that life. But these days in Korea, tattoos are so common. Like you see bartenders with them all over their forearms. You see people, you say, sticking out on their necks, or they have like cute ones on their wrists. Like they're becoming more casual. But I love tattoos, and the only reason I've been holding off on getting more is because as a flight attendant, you're not supposed to have them so visible. So for the most part, the one on my ribs, my back, and my arm, they're hidden. So I really do want more. Like I want to get, sometimes it snows in April because I'm an April baby and it's like a Prince song. And I just think that's like a pretty quote for like how things can happen unexpectedly. I don't know where I want to get it. I was thinking like maybe on my hip or something. Again, I'm trying to keep them all hidden, but I love tattoos. And it's weird because I cannot stand getting like blood drawn when I got to go to the doctor. I don't like getting needles, but I love getting tattoos, which is literally a needle. So it's like a weird contradiction. I don't know. Don't take me to the hospital. Don't let me see an IV in me or something, but tattoos, I love it. And tattoos do hurt, but like, I like it in a way. And I love the sound of a needle. I miss getting tattoos. It's been 2 years since I got one. I gotta get some more like ASAP as soon as it's safe to associate and whatnot. But I want to try to get tattoos in different countries. So like I got one in Hong Kong, I got two in Korea, and then I got the one on my back in the States. I was supposed to get one in Japan, but I'm actually kind of glad it didn't work out because looking back on it now, the tattoo I wanted to get kind of makes me feel dumb. I was gonna get, you guys know Yu-Gi-Oh, the Monster Reborn Yu-Gi-Oh card. I really wanted to get I was about to get a Yu-Gi-Oh card tattooed on me. Like not so much the whole card, but like the Monster Reborn sign and maybe like the blue aura. I was gonna get it really small though, like as small as I could somewhere on my back. But I guess it's kind of good that didn't work out because if I really walked around with a Yu-Gi-Oh tattoo as a grown-ass woman, that'd been fun to explain to people. So I do kind of want to get a Harry Potter tattoo. I was thinking about getting my Patronus and like, like the UV light. So I thought it'd be cool that you could only see it under a black light, but my Patronus is an orca. So it's not the most flattering symbol. So I don't know. But yeah, I definitely want to get more tattoos. Nia G, my tattoos never hurt, only my wrist. Yesy, love 88. I love tattoos, meaningful ones, speak about you and your journey. I agree. I don't get why people view them as such a negative thing. I mean, sometimes people do get dumb stuff. Like my brother, Lord help him. So he has this tattoo on his arm. It's, do you guys know that Leonardo da Vinci painting with, or the guy with the arms that's out or whatever? My brother has that, but with a naked woman, bush out and all. And it looks like it's freehand, like like when you trace something and you can tell it's traced. That's what it looks like on his arm. He also has a grenade, or no, it's a microphone, like those old school mics on his arm, and it looks like a grenade. My brother has some dumb ones. So when you do it right, I think they're very meaningful. But you can go left real quick and just have to explain dumb stuff. For example, on his collarbone, he has what he thought was warrior in Latin. So I literally Googled his tattoo, spelling it out, and Google was stumped. Google said, we don't know what you're looking for. Now, warrior in Latin is actually Bellator. So I don't know what he thought that was. It was a long word, illegible. It was not a word. That's my point. Oh my goodness. But I definitely want to get some more tattoos. Um, okay, let me try to do some scrolling up. I've missed a lot of questions. Jesus Christ. My best friend described getting her tattoo as if a cat slowly dragged its nails over your skin. That's accurate. Well, I won't say drag necessarily. Maybe if they just kept like going along. I've never really been scratched by a cat, but I've seen their nails, so that does seem kind of accurate. Dang, yeah. When you put it like that, it sounds bad. But to me, tattoos don't hurt that much. I think I made it worse for myself because I spent a lot of time on YouTube looking up videos of people passing out getting tattoos, and I was like, oh god, oh no, I don't know if I can do that. And it wasn't that bad. So once the needle finally got, I was like, did he start? And he was like, yeah. I was like, oh, I can do this. It did hurt more. Like part of my dream catcher comes to my ribs, and that tip kind of hurt. But the one actually on my ribs didn't hurt that much. So it's weird. Lanesia Coots, blue is my favorite color too. Where did you get the hair wax? I've been looking for a blue color but can't find it. Also, I have 2 tattoos, but I would like 3 or 4. I got this. It's called Mojafang. I'm pretty sure it's Chinese. I actually ordered on eBay. It was only like $6. Yeah, it came like a week ago. It came faster than it was supposed to though. Like it was supposed to take like 4 days, but it came in like 2. Yep, it's Mojafang. I got this one and I got a gold one. So I'm probably gonna experiment with the gold one a little bit next so I can have some blonde-ish looking curls. Y'all. um, what does that word even mean? Yeah, yeah. So that's why when I get tattoos, I do try to think about it and make it. If it doesn't have like any real meaning, I want it for it to be at least cute. Like it don't mean nothing, but it's cute though, right? You know what I mean? But yeah, like this one, Linkin Park lyrics. I got it after he passed away, and then I got a quote from my favorite poet on my ribs, and I also like it because Edgar Allan Poe, he's not from Maryland like I thought he was all my life, but he died there, and he does have like a big, not big, but like a historic impact on the city of Baltimore, where I'm from. So it seems fitting to get "It's all that we see or seem, but a dream within a dream" when I got a dream catcher on my back. So I tried to make it like together, but I do want to get a color tattoo. That's my thing. Um, Winter Bear, I mean masochist. Wait, who's a masochist? Are you calling me a masochist because I like the pain of tattoos? Aladdin, Baltimore, stand up. I'm so corny. I'm not a good representation of Baltimore. Oh gosh. Cece, if I DM you, could you send me the deets on it? Sure. Let me know in the DM, girl. I got you. It was I mean, it's really easy to use. It does bleed a bit, like it's on my shirt. So I put this on with a shirt that I don't really care about. So you do got to be careful about that. If you wear like a cute white shirt or a light color shirt, the color will probably transfer a bit. And I'll see how my pillowcase fares overnight because this should be interesting. Once it gets dry, it's more crispy. It doesn't transfer as much, but it feels like I've put a ton of mousse in my hair because it is wax. So that's how it like feels. But I still like it. I've never had this much blue in my hair at once. Normally it's just like the ends or the tips. But yeah, this is fun. Aladdin, be more, don't be less. Yeah, that's our corny little thing for the city. Don't be more, be less. Or don't be less, be more. So. Chioma, and that will mess the pillowcase. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it will. So I'm thinking I might just try and tie it up because I kind of want to see how long this goes before it fades, before it like just goes back to the like brown color. So we'll see. I'll try to like document it a little bit, like day 3, see how it goes. It might not be as crispy in the morning. Zano Kubeka, what does your name mean? Do you mean like my birth name or my YouTuber name? Because my birth name, actually, it's funny how I got the name. My dad heard it in a library. He heard a girl's, "Hey, Isis," calling somebody named Isis. And he said, "I want to name my daughter that." So that's how I got the name. But she was actually an Egyptian goddess. And I guess that was like a bonus. My dad was like, yeah, I knew that when he named me. As far as my YouTuber name, CC is just Isis backwards. And then less than three is like, like the less than symbol, and the number three is like a heart on the side. So I thought it was cute, and it kind of rhymed. Yeah. No real cool significance behind it. I'm just basic. Yeah, I should get a bonnet. I really should. It doesn't stay on my head. I all my life I've never been able to sleep with anything on my head because I'll go to sleep with it there and I'll wake up and it's gone. It'll be on the floor, behind the bed, under the pillow, and I'm like, how? How does this keep happening in the middle of the night? So usually I sleep with my hair in like a bun or a low ponytail, just because it won't be there when I wake up. It's always next to me. Sometimes, I've tried the ones that are really tight, and then I feel like I lose circulation around my temple. I've tried ones that are like loose, and I try to pin it or clip it to make it tighter. It's a battle I've given up on. I just sleep with a bun or a ponytail at this point. Like I remember back in the day when I used to wrap my hair. I used to have to use my brother's do-rag because that was the only thing that would kind of stay sometimes. And again, I used to tie it so tight that I would wake up with these creases in my head and be lightheaded. So I think since high school, I just sleep with a ponytail. Oh boy. Listen, girl, I felt that. Yeah, it's funny because I really don't sleep wild. Like even when people, like if I have sleepovers, I'm like, do I snore or anything? I don't move a lot in my sleep. I don't snore. I sleep pretty much like a dead person, but that bonnet finds its way on the floor and off my head. I don't get it. I don't understand. Winter Bear, OMG, Black girl struggles. I know, right? Nia G, buy a bonnet from Amazon for $10. It will work. Here's the thing. I actually have never made an Amazon account. I don't use Amazon. That's why I still use eBay. I feel like, when you buy stuff from eBay, you help support some of like the lower business people. And then on Amazon, they kind of copy and steal everything anyway. So I don't really use Amazon, but I'll look it up on eBay. Maybe I can find a good bonnet or something. It's just, I gave up because it never stays on my head. Toby, I hate snoring so much. You know why I was heartbroken? Okay, so you know how earlier in the stream I told y'all that I Googled like BTS sleeping habits and stuff? Apparently, Namjoon snores a lot. Like all the members were saying it's like a truck driving by and he has problems with his nose, so he breathes through his mouth. So I'm like, oh no, you're a snorer? Because I'm a really light sleeper. So that was disheartening. I mean, not that it just ruins my fantasy a little bit, knowing that he snores. Because obviously I know I'm like not gonna ever meet. My nails are blue now. Because like obviously I know I'm not ever gonna meet him, but of all the members, I think he's the most disrupting with his sleeping patterns. He snores, so that's unsettling. Bis for butter. Wait, what does that name mean? I like that. Bis for butter. Thank you. Honestly, what's that emoji doing? Is he like showing is that a phone or like a brush? Bis for butter. Thank you. Yeah, I was really upset when I found out Namjoon snores. And then apparently J-Hope like rubs himself when he goes to sleep. He's just like, because his parents used to, and it helps him sleep now or something. They're cute. They have their weird quirks and habits. But I used to have a bad habit of like grinding my teeth. My mom she was like, we need to get you a mouth guard because I would just grind my teeth in my sleep. But that stopped when I was in like the 4th grade, I think. These days, I think my only weird sleeping habit is like I don't stay asleep. I wake up sporadically. Like I'll sleep for like 2 hours, wake up for like 10 minutes, and then go back to sleep. I keep trying to force myself to sleep more because I know they say when you don't sleep enough, you're more likely to die young. Whoops. I don't sleep. Like even back in the day in high school, like my mom used to have to wake up for work at like, she would be gone by like 5:15, 5:30, and she would wake me up to make sure that me and my brother don't oversleep for school. So I would attempt to sleep by like 10 p.m., but I'd actually fall asleep till like 2 or 1. And then I'd have to wake up at like 5:30 and just lay there until I got to get on the school bus at like 7 in the morning. So yeah, I don't sleep all that well. And then at night, that's when I feel like doing the most stuff. That's when I literally never study during the day. I only study at night. That's when I do most of my editing at night. I feel most productive at night. So I think that's probably why I don't sleep too. I think I'd be lucky if I ever get like a 6-hour day or a 7-hour day of sleep, because that's super rare for me. Yeah. So I found myself Googling BTS sleeping habits, and now I'm doing that was unsettling. I did have a college roommate who used to have sleep apnea. She used to terrify me because she would snore a little bit and then she would just go silent and just wake up gasping for air, because sleep apnea is when you like stop breathing in the middle of the night. So that used to wake me up sometimes too. It was good times. Oh man. Peace life. I have insomnia, so I can't sleep till 4 now. Ooh. Yeah. I feel like at night, that's when I like to look out the window and I'm like, oh, Jupiter's bright today. The moon is so bright. And then so I'm like, I should study right now. I should go over my flashcards. Or I play all these mind games in my phone because I keep trying to like improve things. And I'm also binging anime all the time. So I really don't sleep. Like I said, even after being awake for over 24 hours, I fell asleep at 3 p.m., woke up at like 7:30 or 8, and then I stayed up until like 2, and then I woke up again at like 7 this morning. So no bueno, no bueno. Maya 22, I'm on a nocturnal sleeping schedule. Yeah. And that was one of my biggest fears. I was kind of trying to keep myself awake after having a flying roach scare me awake, because I was like, I'm going to be asleep all day and then wake up at like 3 in the morning. So I need to try and keep myself awake as long as possible. Plus, I didn't want to be sleepy during the stream. So I was able to force myself to sleep eventually. And that's why I figured I'd be good at being a flight attendant, since I don't need sleep. I can adjust to the time differences. And jet lag doesn't really bother me too much, but we'll see. Namja, mind games, LOL, sleep will improve your brain more. I know. But sleep seems boring too. Like when I lay there and I'm like, I could be asleep, or I could watch this or play this or do this. Sleep is just boring to me. I like laying down. Like I'll edit while I'm laying down or just while I'm doing this, but I don't like to sleep. It's boring. Fulu of oh wait, I can never say this. Fulu hello charms. Full of hello charms, right? Have you watched Vampire? That was actually one of the first like vampire horror type of ones I watched, and I had such a crush on that dude. What was his name? Wait, I'm not thinking of Rosario Vampire, am I? What's the vampire one where the it says your connection's unstable. Can y'all still hear me? Okay, I think it's back. It said connection unstable. I didn't know if y'all like cut out, if I cut out for a minute. Okay, so yeah, I don't know if I'm thinking of Vampire Knight or Rosario Vampire, but there was this dude who had like bright red eyes and like white hair who was really cute. I can't remember who that was though, if that was Rosario Vampire or Vampire Knight. But I like, was his name Zero or something? Or help me out a little bit. I think I saw this one back in like 2014. Yeah, I don't remember. Maybe I should just Google it real quick. Yo, Google. So this Vampire Knight, what is that? Was that dude's name like Zero or something? Because I was like, why aren't anime people real? Vampire Knight. Okay, so it's Vampire Knight. Was that guy Zero? Yeah, Zero. Okay, yeah. That was my dude. I had the biggest crush on him. And then we were talking about this in the Discord chat, and they helped me discover a new word. Like, I didn't know that there was a whole name, a whole ass word for people who are attracted to like animated characters. And it's like a tunophile. So I guess I'm a tunophile, because I used to love some Zero. I was like, why isn't he real? Like those red eyes and that white hair, and he's so mysterious. I really be wishing these anime people are real, because they're so sweet and like dedicated, and like they give a lot of heart and stuff. Like when I was watching Fairy Tail, I never really liked Natsu really. Like, I mean, he's funny, but I never looked at him like I look at Gray. But it was really cute when he was babysitting that girl, I forgot her name. And he's like, I'm not gonna go easy on her just because she's a kid. And everybody assumed that like he just got beat by her, but he really did go easy on her. He just didn't want her to think that. And then when they had to, she tried to buy like a snow globe for her parents' memories or something, and was it, he like covered her eyes and said, "Give us 4 shots," and made her think she took down the bad guys. I thought that was so sweet. Like, guys aren't like that in real life, unfortunately. Oh man, Jeffrey Lalonde, white hair and red eyes work very well. Rimi's world, Sebastian from Black Butler was I heart emoji. Yeah, he was okay. He was pretty cool. I like the mysterious types, but I also really like the ones who are like kind of funny and goofy. So just combine them both. Can't even combine my fingers. Combine them both, and I think we'll be great. Shanza Bubbles, Google is so fed up of her. She'd be like, "What does girl want now?" No, Google know me by now. Me and Google are cool. But I can't really think of like my all-time crush. I do remember my very first animated sort of crush. He was a video game character named Jin Kazama from Tekken. I was like 10, and I was like, he's like mysterious, and he still tries to be like a good guy, even though he has like this demon blood that like courses in his veins, and his mom was killed when he was only like 15. I used to love me some Jin Kazama. I used to want to get the devil gene mark that he has tattooed on him. I was like, oh, let me get that tattoo one day. I grew up a little bit, and I realized that's a dumb idea, but I still really, really like Jin Kazama or Kazama from Tekken. Danny Phantom. He's a phantom. Yo, Danny Phantom, he was just 14 when his parents built a very strange machine designed to view a world unseen. Gonna catch him all because he's Danny Phantom, and it didn't quite work because folks, they just quit then. Danny took a look inside. That show was everything. His molecules got all rearranged. Phantom, Phantom. I feel like there was like this golden Nickelodeon age, and poor kids today don't know it. When he first woke up, he realized he had snow white hair and glowing green eyes. He could walk through walls, disappear, and fly. He was much more unique than them other guys, and it was then that he knew what he had to do. He had to stop all the ghosts that were coming through. He's here to fight for me and you. Gonna catch them all because he's Danny Phantom. Gonna catch them all. All right, let me stop. I see the viewers are going down. Oh my God, I'm sorry. I told y'all I'm a dork. Y'all, oh goodness. All right, I had a moment. I'm so sorry. Whew. Pat209, Dolt JJ. Can you wish me love? Where'd it go? It said, can you wish me luck for tomorrow? I have an important test. Girl, good luck. I think in Spanish is what? Buena suerte? Buena suerte, right? That means good luck in Spanish, I think. I don't know how you say luck in Korean. I'll say it in English. Good luck and buena suerte. I do not miss studying for exams. I'm a horrible studier. I will find anything to do but study. I procrastinate. I do not do very good with studying and stuff. So my hat's off to people. And then like when I did study, and it was always very last minute because procrastinating is my middle name. I can't study to silence, and I can't study to like music with lyrics because then I'll start singing the song. But I used to like to study to like instrumentals and piano type of music because when I think of the song, I think about what I was doing at the time. So it kind of helped it pop up in my mind. So I used to like to study the music, but I don't miss studying, not even a little bit. Rimi's World, OMG, Lee from Tekken was so cute, was cute too. It was funny because I used to kind of wonder if he was like gay or not. He was mad, like sweet and feminine. His fashion was A1, but he always surrounded himself by the beautiful ladies. And them legs were crazy. Like I think him and Hwarang were like the best with the kicks. Like, oh my God. I used to like Lee's haircuts and his little purple suits, but I didn't really like him all that much. I didn't get his motives. I couldn't tell if he was really good or not. I know he was like a rich stepchild of Heihachi, so or adopted son. I can't remember these relationships. Dandy boy Sungbin. LOL, true Julia. I used to love Julia. Julia was my go-to girl before Asuka came in. I used to love her, like her fists and like her ties to nature and her denim outfits. Oh my God, I used to love Julia. And then I got addicted to Asuka. I mastered all of Asuka's combos. Fight me, bro. I love Asuka so much. Oh man. So do you guys have any questions? I feel like I'm rambling and I'm sorry. Um This movie than other guys. Nia G, you hear Bi is coming back 10/20 to his birthday. What? I didn't know that. I did see something that was really nice that he was just donating shoes to like some children's charity or money for shoes or something. I was like, oh, he seems like a really cool, not quirky, but like he seems shy at first, but then like watching him on variety shows, he just says the weirdest stuff, and they did him so dirty. I hate it, but I'm here for a comeback. He was my favorite member in Icon. So now when I look at Icon, I'm like, y'all are missing my favorite dude. It's like not the same. Gonna catch him all because he's getting phantom. Pat209.jj. Thoughts on the new song of BTS? I like it. It's definitely not one of my favorites because one of the reasons I really got into BTS is I like their hip hop and R&B styles, like songs like House of Cards and Butterfly and Tomorrow and the Cyphers. Like I really like their hip hop and R&B stuff. And I noticed lately they're doing a lot of like pop songs, which I don't hate it. I don't hate pop music, but I feel like the R&B, it's like more of their unique type of sound. But I do like that they don't confine themselves to one genre. Like they do different sounds. And I do like it, but it reminded me a lot of like Boy With Love, especially the video with the bright, vivid colors and the dancing and stuff. So I don't hate it. It's okay. I like it. But the hip hop stuff is what got me into them. Just saying. Dr. Rock music videos or MVs. Did you hear Wano's first solo song, Losing You? I did. And it was cute. I don't like ballads. I don't like sad songs. And again, that was one where I know it was in English, but I'm like, is it? And I had to watch it with subtitles. But I like Wano. So like, I want to support him. I don't like ballady type of music, but I listen to it and I like it. Winter Bear, OMG, I love the dark vibe of Black Swan. Dude, honestly, I think Black Swan is like my favorite song from them this year. I also really like Louder Than Bombs, and that's why I chose to write the song down, Black Swan, so I could like practice knowing all the words. Black Swan, because it reminded me a lot of Fake Love too. I love that the music too. It's like the traditional string instruments you can hear sounds very like, I don't want to say Oriental because that's like offensive, right? So very like Eastern, I guess. Black Swan is that song. I feel like it's underrated. I mean, it's not underrated because nothing BTS does is underrated, but I feel like it didn't get all the accolades it deserves. I freaking love that song so much. Do your thing, do your thing. And then when you look at the lyrics, it's a hella deep song. I really like it. Really, really like it. And then I like it too because J-Hope and like the rap line, their stuff isn't too fast. I can actually learn it. So Suga's first verse and Namjoon's verse are easy. I struggled a little bit with J-Hope's second verse and then Suga's second verse because it got a little faster. But I like the songs more when there are rap verses and then the singers take turns singing the different choruses and bridges. I kind of just noticed that pattern. I like the rap stuff more. That's just me. Yeah. Oh God, I love that song so much. Yes, you love 88. I agree. Black Swan deserve more attention. I just feel bad because they didn't even really get to promote it as much as they would have if they went on tour and stuff like they were supposed to. Freaking Corona. Full of hella charms. Do you like Madison Beer's music? I only know one song from her, and that's The Good and Goodbye. And I do like that song a lot. That was my song. I like the video too, how she was like a video game character. So I thought that was really cool. Chioma N, you know what people need to stop sleeping on? C and Pied Piper, just BTS older songs, all of them. Ooh, I'm taking over. Yeah. Ooh, Sydney Murillo. Did you hear Nunu Nana from Jessie? I did. It's a cute song. I like the but I don't really listen to Jessie too much. Def Thalia Dimple is still one of my favorites. Kabuto get illegal. Yeah, I like that one too. Because I want it anyway. I like, I don't know what the lyrics of V's part with that, but that part makes me laugh because it sounds like he's about to cry, but he's trying not to. Oh, baby, girl, no. Hey. Yeah, vocally, that song is amazing. And then I was amazed when I heard the song House of Cards because it sounded like it should have been on like the 50 Shades of Grey soundtrack. Because like it reminded me a lot of like Earned It too. I loved all those string instruments and oh my gosh. I love there's like literally BTS doesn't really sound like any other group that you hear. Like a lot of the girl groups sound the same and it's all love and kiss and rainbows and stuff. And then a lot of the guys groups tend to go off into the same stuff. We go hard. I don't know, like I just feel like BTS, they have a really unique sound. Like they don't really sound like anybody else. And I think that's one of the reasons I really, really like them as much as I do. Whew, I'm fangirling a little bit. Aladdin, Moonlight, D2 out. Yeah, August D, he's another one. Like I said, I always liked Sugar and I wanted to like him because we're the same age. But when I heard his mixtapes, that's when I was like, yo, he's like a rapper. He's like a real rapper. Like a lot of these groups debut and they have someone that they choose to be the rapper. Like, you'll be a rapper, you can sing, you're the visuals or visual of the group. But like, Suga's actually a rapper and their whole rap line, they're actually rappers. I think that's another thing I really appreciate about them. When I heard Majimak from him, I was like, all right, Sugar, you won me over. Like, I love him. He's a dope. I like him more as his rap side than with the Egyo smiles that he tries to do to like fan service. Leslie De Leon, I have a thing for the rap line. Jaeger, I agree. Zeno Kubeka, Singularity. That song made me appreciate V a lot because I know everybody loves V. V and Jungkook have always been, well, from Korea. They've been like the most popular members. But when I heard Singularity, I was like, okay, I get the hype now. I think I get it. Oh my God, I love that song so much. A to the G, to the U, to the STD. I'm D boy because I'm from the D. Oh man. Maya 22, same J-Hope hit different this comeback. Rap lines in general are just Miranda, Monsta X, and BTS rap lines are top tier. I agree. Even though Monsta X only got 2 people holding down the fort, they do really good. And then I like IM's voice, like that squeaky, not really squeaky. I can't describe it, but like he has a very unique rapping voice. And the fact that Juhan can sing too, that boy can sing. I think when I heard them, what song did they cover? Versace on the Floor by Bruno Mars. And he took the lead singing all like the normal Kihyun parts. I was like, Kihyun, he trying to take your job as the main vocalist. And then the song, In the Heat of the Moment, when you're alone and out of breath, it's keeping you going. What's that? Who Do You Love? Sorry. That song, Juhan's vocals, Who Do You Love? He reminds me a lot of Michael too. I like Juhan a lot. Or Juhani these days. In the heat of the moment, you're alone and out of breath. I'm loopy right now. I'm probably because I really haven't slept much. I'm sorry. It's just funny when I go off on my little singing tangents, I see the number drop by like 2. I'm like, oop, I'm scaring them away. Rimi's World. Juhan said, come get these high notes. I know, right? I wonder if Kihyun in the back of his mind is like, I'm watching you, bro. Like, this is my job. I'm the main vocalist here. And I think the moment I fully understood Kihyun's vocal ability was when, what song? Is it Lost in a Dream? The song where he goes up all high. Oh my God. I literally watched that on a loop. I was like, he did not just hit that note. He had to like pull his ear to do it, but it's really cute. Alex Hall, Juhan's dimples. Dude, his dimples are literally legendary. I don't like when he does Egyo though. He does it really well. I don't like when people do the Egyo. They're like, oh God. And he's really good at it, so it's disturbing. Oh man. Keeping you going. When you see it in your head, you got me hanging by a thread. Yeah. Tell me now, who's the one that takes you higher than you've ever been? Baby, I just gotta know the answer. Oh, I love them. Winter Bear, not the egg, yo. London C, can you do a study session live one day? I'm not sure how helpful that would be because usually when I study, I'm just kind of in my own world writing stuff. And then when I study, it's at night. So I don't know what time it'd be for y'all or if you could see me because it'll be dark. I mean, that's something I could definitely like explore if people want that, but I'm not like a good Korean teacher. I can teach English because it's my native language, but I think trying to help other people that, because I think I have a really weird way of learning Korean. Like I said, I rely a lot on like song lyrics and flashcards and just try to analyze the sentences myself instead of looking at, because like when people say, oh, the adjective goes here, but the adverb can go either before or after the noun, I do not like that. It confuses me. So I need to just see it without sentence parts being actually labeled. But who knows? We could do it. Danny Sparrow, Who Do You Love is a whole bop. It really is. I thought French Montana was a little random, but I guess, I mean, why not? They could have got a better rapper than him. Who do you love? Full of hella charms. When are we getting the K-pop dance cover from you? So after this, I'm going to post in the members tab, and I'll ask y'all to give me some suggestions because I don't know which one y'all want to see. And whichever video or comment gets like the most likes, or people are like, yes, this one, then I'll choose that. Because I don't know. I don't know which one to do. It's probably going to take me at least 3 days to a week to learn it once I finally do get it. Just like I said, please don't think any less of me and don't judge me because I like to dance for fun. I'm not a pro. And I hope y'all don't see how uncool I truly am. Yeah. Bunmi Oladell, he was awful. And I think they performed Who Do You Love on Jimmy Kimmel, like some sort of live summer thing. And then he forgot, freaking French Montana forgot his lines. Like you got what? You're the English speaker, Hank. You forgot your lines. That was crazy. Steven, you going? What do you see up in your head? Your eyes are closing. It's kind of funny hearing them sing in English when I know so many of them are pretty bad at it. Like I think Kihyun got really good at English. I know Juhan's really good at English, and then IM's good at English. But like seeing people like Minhyuk and Shonu and Hyungwon's not so bad at English. And Wano when he was still in the group. Hearing them sing Korean when we've heard them speak it, it's like, oh, they're trying. Let me see up in your head. Tell me now, who's the one that takes you higher than you've ever been? Baby, I just gotta know the answer. Yes, you love 88. LOL, I didn't understand French Montana. I didn't either. I was like, you may have to be here for this. Christy Hollow, that live performance was cringy to watch. French Montana was very unprofessional. Yeah, that didn't reflect well. I wonder what like Monsta X thought of him. They probably was like, do we just do a dance and like dance him off the stage or something? Like, how do you recover from that? Lynette Carter, I have a question. Do you know anything about freelance work happens for foreigners in Korea? I know there are a ton of like job postings like that on Craigslist. It feels weird promoting Craigslist or talking about Craigslist because pretty much in America, we don't really use it anymore as far as I know. But in Korea, it's still a very thriving service. Like a lot of people post for stuff looking for foreigner for this. Like even when I was, even when I was there in from September to November of last year, me and my friend Bria did a few like voiceover stuff where they need you to read stuff in English. We did some like taste testing stuff where we tasted all these sauces and we had to sign a waiver that we wouldn't say, so this is a new sauce coming to America. And then we did like, we had to do motion capture stuff for like foreign faces where we had to like turn. There's a lot of weird freelancey type stuff, even like some part-time temporary teaching positions. Like say a teacher is going home for a month and the school needs someone to fill that gap for like a month. They look on Craigslist to try and get somebody to fill that up. People post for tutors when they need tutors on Craigslist. So there's definitely a ton of stuff like that on Craigslist in Korea. I don't dare use it here in America, but in Korea, it's still You do got to be careful though, because there are some sketchy postings where they're like, we need a foreign model who's comfortable with her body. And you're like, what? So stay away from those type of stuff, because they're trying to get people to like work in like norebangs and entertaining like clients and businessmen and stuff. I've also seen like commercial appearances on Craigslist for foreigners. We're looking for a foreign male, 28 to 32 or whatever. I've seen like video stuff, like we need a model for this video. So there's a lot of stuff on Craigslist. It's weird to say it, but yeah, it's true. Check out Craigslist in Korea. Sorry, my back hurts. Chrissy Hollow, I don't use Craigslist. There's some scammers around. I know, and that's why it feels weird. But in Korea, that's where you legit find decent side part-time jobs for foreigners. Rimi's World, are those cult ladies still trying to recruit foreigners for their church? I'm pretty sure. I don't think they're going to stop. Can't stop, won't stop. I don't think they'll let Corona hinder their progress. I wasn't in Korea since November, but even in November, I was approached when I thought they were going to help me, but they were like, do you have a minute? And I'm like, I know where this is going. I'm not going with you to your cult. I'm good. Bye, though. Thank you. Bye. So there's that. Tell me now, who's the one that takes you higher than you ever been? Monster or Monica X. I said Monster X. Monica X, favorite food in Korea besides barbecue. I have been absolutely craving mulnaengmyeon. It's the perfect thing for summer. It's hot as hell here, and I could really go for some ice noodles. I really want some kimchi bokkeumbap with cheese, because I only had that once, but the cheese made everything. I put cheese on anything anyway. I also really like kimchi jjigae. I like, what's it called? It's army stew. I forgot what it's called in Korean. Oh no, I forgot. Something jjigae, bude jjigae. Bude jjigae is really good too. Literally, it's everything. And when I tried to ask like why there was so much stuff in the food, and the people who worked there explained that during like the Korean War, when people were poor, they just put whatever they could find into a stew. So it has like sausages, ramen, eggs sometimes, cabbage. It has a ton of random stuff in it, but it's so good. Bude jjigae, oh my God. I miss Korean food. I really, really miss Korean food. I haven't had Korean food since March, and this is the longest I've gone without it. And I feel like I'm gonna have like crackhead spasms and like going through withdrawals, and I love Korean food. Tell me now, who's the one? Maya 22, what's a good Korean barbecue place in LA? There's actually this place we went to, and I don't remember the name of it, but I did record it. So after the video, or after this is done, I'll go through and look at what that was called, and I'll put it in the comments if you want to check in there, because I forgot what it was called, but it was really good. It was well worth the wait, and we literally made it in like 2 days before the pandemic got bad, so we got lucky. Tell me now, who's the one that takes you high? Now the song's gonna be stuck in my head. I think I'm gonna go soon, because I actually have a lot of editing to do. And next weekend, I'm going to San Francisco for, why not, just a road trip. So yeah, I do got a lot of stuff I got to plan and figure out. So I'm probably going to cut this in like 10 minutes or less. We'll see. Aladdin, she going to San Andreas. I wish. Going to San Francisco, which would be like San Fierro from San Andreas. So that would be kind of cool to see in real life. It was really cool. Let me scroll up in case I missed some questions and stuff. Danny Sparrow, I'm currently learning the How You Like That choreo. That looks fun. That might be a good one to do. If I have that capability, I could do How You Like That. Da, 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 da. Look at you, now look at me. Oh, look at you, now look at me. Oh. How you like that? Rimi's World. It's funny when people are scared of Juhan and then he does something cute and they get confused. I mean, I remember seeing, like, when he gets mad, he's like, yo, chocolate? He throws his hat on the floor, try to act all tough. I remember he did that video where he was like hypnotized and he started crying. And I think he said, I forgot what it was about, but it has something to do with like losing his members or something. I forgot, but it was weird and sad seeing him cry like that. I was like, oh, Juhan, don't cry. It was really unfortunate. Look at you now, look at me. Oh, look at you now, look at me. Oh, look at you now, look at me. How you like that? So, I'm not really seeing a lot of questions. If you guys don't have more questions, then I think this will be a good time to cut it. Cut it, cut it, cut it, cut it, cut it, cut it, skirt. Price is way too high. You need to cut it. Oh, I see. Aladdin. I wonder if the Vanilla Unicorn is really in California. That's a strip club in the game. It probably is based on a real place, but I've never been to a strip club. I've always wanted to go to one, just for fun. Why not? I like hustlers, so I might like a strip club. I've never gone though. And there's a ton of gentleman clubs here that it's funny seeing how they're still open and everything. And there's one called the Library nearby, and it looks like a library on the outside, but it's clearly not a library. So I think I'm gonna cut it here. Yeah. So I think 2 hours and 10 minutes is a good place to cut it for today. Got some editing to do, some more anime to binge, and plus I need to see how bad this transfer is going to be on shirts and other surfaces. So thanks for watching. If you guys did, go stream Dynamite if you haven't already. I'm sure everyone has. So thanks for watching. If you did, remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I will see you guys next time. I'm sorry. Annyeong.